Hey everybody, it's your man Type coming to you with another true spook story. Now, before I begin, I'm gonna ask that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share me with your friends and family if you don't think you're not robbery. All right, now this story is gonna take place within the Ivy Lane projects off of Edgemore Street and Old Winter Garden Road. It's going to take place within the first, second, third, fourth, sixth, uh, in the seventh cluster of the projects. We call them the poking bean. So this is going to be a story about two sisters. They was twins, but they wasn't the twins that look alike. They was the motherfucking twins that's, different as fuck. They were different, man. Different. I'm going to get into it. Well, both of these twins were called Raquel and Rochelle. Now, I don't know how it worked with twins. Some of y'all may be twins, and I don't mean to hurt your feeling, but it is what it is. I'm going to ask this question. Now, one twin came out super bad. I mean, bum. Bum. The other twin, she wasn't that good looking. She was kind of slow in the head and shit, if you don't mind me saying. But they was always together. So the oldest girl was the kind of slower one, and the really super duper bad one, she was, the younger one. They were like they kept saying they were like 2-3 minutes apart, and that's important. Now keep in mind 2-3 minutes apart. So the older one used to come down to the crib, and everybody used to hang out at my mama's house. Everybody used to hang out in the backyard, at my mama and them house. It was the same project, but we was at the corner, so we had a fence. In order to get to Magic Fry or Wildco or walk up the road, you had to pass by shit, and ain't no gate there. So shit, you see us out there hanging, chilling, playing, barbecuing, you gonna step your ass there too. So they used to hang out at our house on a regular. Now, for them to be twins, I swear one was younger than the other. Like, one was like years younger, 3 years younger versus 3 minutes younger. Keep in mind, man, what I'm fucking saying here. So, when, chicks hanging out at the house, parents going to church at night, Bible study on Wednesday, choir rehearsal on Thursday, shit like that. So they down there to the highs. So, everybody out there, so, all the chicks that we trying to fuck. We trying to screw something. So it was, Robert, my brother Randy, me, Coon. I mean, there was a lot of us in there, and then it was them, then it was the Harris girls. It was that. My sister and them, they was in the other room, locked lips with Pete and them and shit. Locked lips with Pete and Reggie and Button them. But, everybody was doing debaucherous shit. So now the house was full, man. So now the younger twin, who was 3 minutes younger than the sister, she decided, okay, I'm finna hit every last nigga in this bed. So back in the day, if y'all don't know, that's called a loop or a train. I ain't saying that, hey, I ain't perfect people and shit. I ain't always been a decent human being. I'm still not. I don't let it trick you. Well, so the younger sister that had it all, good looks, ass, tits, all that bomb. She said, shit, I'd knock all y'all off. It is what it is. She wanted to be in a little whole phase, I'm assuming. So, my brother and them, they older than me by some years. So they're like, we gonna go first. And I'm still green to the shit. I'm hoping that these chicks end up being my first or something, but I ain't get my nuts cracked till I was 18, y'all. Going on 19. Believe it. So, so she take them all in the room, and they, Robert, Reggie, they transferring in and out of that bed. So I'm like, man, when it gonna be my turn? I'm like the little squirrel up there begging for a damn nut. When it gonna be my turn? So they laughed at me like, go hang out with the sister, keep the bitch company so she don't come back here fucking up and telling. So I'm like, man, that's some fuck shit. So, me being a jit tyke at the age, I just went in the living room, start talking to her, turned on the TV, switched that bitch to cable or something, and she was watching little Nickelodeon or some shit. I mean, these people was like 16. She was older than us. So I'm like, man, it's some bullshit. So, after 2-3 hours, mama get ready to come home from church. Everybody cleaning up. So I'm mad at brother. And I'm like, bro, I'm going to tell mama because, bitch, I ain't get the fuck. So he like, nigga, you ain't going to do nothing. We going to beat y'all up. So now I'm like, okay, I'm my brother and they may just whoop my ass, so I need to chill. So every Thursday, it would happen again. Come down there. The chick was getting laid out by like 5 or 6 dudes a night every Thursday. She loved it. She was popular at school, popular in the project. She loved that shit, y'all. All while she doing this, her older sister, which was the kind of slower one, slower one, kind of heavier. Now let me explain the older sister. So the older twin, she didn't keep herself up. She had really bad teeth, kind of heavy set. She didn't do her hair. She could have been a pretty girl if somebody just would have invested a little time into her. But, they didn't because the mama was out doing bullshit. So she was down there, man, and she was just fucked up looking person. It is what it is. So I got to keep the big company. So, I ain't trying to hit her or nothing like that. I ain't got no goddamn sense. I ain't that hard up. So, so I'm like, okay, it became my job on a regular, to keep her company. So me and her start, making scheduled little play days. Okay, next Thursday when you come here, we going to eat this. We going to do this. I was a little fat kid. Y'all get over it. Man, while the little girl getting slutted out and holed out, with my brother now, the twin sister would sit on the couch. The older twin sister would sit on the couch and she would lay back. And people, I'm telling you some shit here. That was the only time the twin sister acted like she had a fucking brain, when her sister was in there having sex. So she would lay on the couch and she'll be licking her lips and she'll be rubbing her breasts and shit. And I'm like, what you doing that for? Me, I'm thinking she's trying to entice me to hit her, but I ain't finna hit no crazy bitch. I mean, come on now. Nigga got rules. It's rules of the game. So, but she was enjoying every bit of time her sister was in there getting tunneled and pummeled and sexed the fuck down. She was in there enjoying this shit in the living room chilling with me. So what the fuck I do? I get a towel, a sheet, and a blanket. So if she masturbating herself, I'm finna masturbate myself. Shit, we can do something together, bitch. You ain't judging me, I ain't judging you. So I'm up there running this bitch off, and she running it. Everybody in the room banging out. Everybody in there doing debauchery shit. So me and her in the living room, whacking ourselves off. So when it was over, the sister would come out. Mama getting ready to come home from church. She go back to being kind of slow again, like kind of out of it, loopy. And she'll be saying shit, and I'm going to try to mimic her voice. I ain't a good voice mimicker. She'll be like, I want some fish fry. I want some fish fry. And I'm like, what the hell? I say, French fries? I want some French fry. Can we stop and get us a pickled egg? Can we stop and get a pickled egg on the way home? I mean, the letters just didn't add the fuck up. But I'm like, bitch, you were just having a great conversation with me. You was all passionate, rubbing on your tits and ass and shit. And I'm looking at your JJ and shit. What's going on here? So, I ain't think shit of it. Okay, the bitch just like to play baby talk and shit. So now this shit went on for, I'm saying months, man, months, probably years. So now these people turning 16, 17, 18, they getting into the adult phases. They graduating high school and shit. So now I'm about, 16 years old because they was like 3-4 years older than me. So, I'm getting into my shit now. I swear, the sister that was mentally ill, I heard her talking to the sister that had it all there, as if she was the ringleader people. Now she was giving a pep talk to the chick. Now I'm finna tell you how to a younger twin sister 3 minutes behind her. So when I go out there, I go outside and I'm leaving Magic Fry. So I say, let me cut through the back, go around, because I want to go hang out with my homeboy a little bit, giving some fries and shit. Man, I passed by their house in the 6th cluster, boom. So I'm seeing them on the back porch and they talking. Now all of a sudden, this slow ass twin, she ain't slow no more. She bent over with her hand in the girl's face, and she slapping the girl in the top of the head and shit. And she talking with full faculties here, people. And she was like, next time you go in there, I want you to suck it. Next time you go in there, I want you to just grind down hard on it. I don't care where they want to put it. You just let them put it there. And the sister who was sexy, bad, had it going on, she was like just a little humble little cat. Like they switched brains, man. And she was like, okay. And she like, ooh, you just don't know. You pissed me off. You could have let that boy you could have just let them all do it. Why you didn't sit on it? She was saying shit like that. And I'm like, the fuck this lady talking about? So keep in mind, I had to keep this bitch, this lady, this crazy lady woman, crazy company while everybody in there screwing the younger sister, the 3-minute younger sister. So I said, okay, cool. So it was one Wednesday, my mama say, hey, we going to a church revival in a whole nother city, Titusville, I think. And she said, we're going to stay overnight, get a hotel room, and, her and the church ladies and them and friends were going to come back the next day. So she called Grandma. And Grandma came over to the house, and Grandma was like, well, I'm not staying in this filthy motherfucker. Y'all coming with me. So at my brother and them being 16, 17 years old, they were like, no, we could watch ourselves. We know not to let strangers in because, they knew what was coming on. They were going to get them some pussy. And my sister and them were going to get some cock. So Grandma was like, okay, tight, come with me. Get your ass in the car. I'm like, man. So me and my sister, Kay, had to get in the car. Man, fuck this shit, man. I enjoyed chilling. So we get in the car. So I'm sad. Grandma like, boy, what the fuck wrong with you? I say, man, everybody finna have a party at Mama's house tonight, and I'm not gonna be there with my friend. She say, what friend? And I looked at her and I say, Raquel and Rochelle down there to the back, that live in the back. She's like, I know them bitches. I say, well, they come over, and they hang out. Everybody hang out on the back porch and shit. And Grandma stopped her car full mass. Boom, what? I said, yes, ma'am, they be outside in the back. And everybody be back there hanging out. They say, ain't no liquor, no marijuana. They just be out there drinking soda and flips and eating like chicken from Magic Fry. And she looked at me. She said, them bitches ain't fuck you, did her? I say, no, ma'am. I say, I'm too young. They say I'm too young. Keep in mind, I'm like 15 years old. And she's like, oh, thank God. So she crunked the car up again and she riding down the road. She hit that bitch again. Skirt. Is your brother them fucking them bitches? I say, Grandma, I don't know. I say, I be watching cartoons. I'm trying to deflect. Don't you motherfucking lie to me, nigga. I say, they go in the room, Grandma. I ain't in there. I don't go in there. And she slapped me about 3 or 4 times. So Grandma bust a Huey at Melody Bar. She spin up in Melody Bar. She back out that bitch with the Buick. Boom. She speed back out there. No shit finna get down. So while everybody in the room, she said, get your motherfucking ass out the car. Come with me. Let me show you something. I'm walking up there with Grandma. My sister and them, they don't even see Grandma coming. They don't hear Grandma knocking. So Grandma opened the door with the key. So the living room empty. Only thing you see is the heavyset slow sister in the living room masturbate. So Grandma said, And Grandma just let her go there masturbate. Even the slow sister, twin sister that was on the couch masturbating, she looked us dead in the eyes and she couldn't stop herself. She was just like with her lip biting her bottom lip, like, oh fuck, oh fuck. She was so into it. She was just feeling the urge, the vibe. So Grandma went back there and Grandma like bang on the door. My brother Robert, everybody come to the room. Come out the room like, yeah. Because they were cursing. They thought it was like me or the girl. Sit your fuck ass down. They telling the girl, sit right there, keep that shit up, dog. Everybody in there doing all the debauchery shit. So grandma, they open the door, grandma kicked that bitch. If you don't put your dicks up, I will chop them bitches off. And y'all little hoes, get y'all's clothes and get the fuck out of here. Now, people, if you ain't ever heard a motherfucker say some off the wall shit to grandmama, this slow ass twin girl in the living room went from being slow, masturbating, weird, dirty teeth, all that shit, to a straight up beast with grandmama. So grandmama told the twin sister, get y'all some clothes, get your filthy whole ass out of my daughter house. You bitch, you sitting up here fucking spreading disease or whatever. Get out of here. So the slow sister get off the couch and she walked back there to the hall, down the hallway in the project house we was in, project apartment we was in. And she was like, hold up, bitch. You ain't stopping nothing. So grandma stared the whole down like, look at this little young hoe talking to me like this. So grandma was like, bitch, I beat your ass. You ain't said nothing. She like, you old hoe, you ain't gonna do shit. Now, then the girl told me, Jesus Christ. The girl told my brothers and everybody, go back in there and fuck that bitch. Finish fucking that hoe. Like she had all her faculty. And grandma was like, oh, you a nasty one. And grandma say, bitch, you ain't no twin. You ain't that girl sister. Who the fuck you is in that body? And she was like, get back in there. Get back in there. And she started screaming and punching the wall. And she was grabbing her titties, slamming her titties against, like, my mama had a glass table thing. And she was just slamming her titties against the wall in the glass cabinet. Get back in there. Get back in there. So grandma said, this bitch possessed. This bitch possessed. So me and grandma float down the hallway. And grandma like, get behind me, tight. So my sister, Keenan, they in the back, they down the hall further room down, so they hearing the commotion. So now they coming out. So they done had Bud and Reggie been it out the window. They done jumped out the motherfucking window. So now they come out. So my sister now act like they was asleep, like they weren't doing nothing. So they're like, grandma, we just woke up, we heard this noise. Grandma like, that hoe done went crazy. That ain't no girl. That's a mythical bitch. That's a demon. So my sister was like, man, we'll beat that retarded bitch ass. And after she said, you'll beat who ass? And her voice wasn't all sweet and weird, people. She's like, you'll beat who ass? So my sister then passed grandma and me to go down there and whoop the girl up. Man, let me tell you, it would take my sister, the one 2 years older than me. Them motherfuckers got to that girl and they couldn't move. Only thing they did is stood in place. And they leaned they back against the fucking wall, like leaned like with statues on the wall. And the girl was like, I ain't finished. But her voice wasn't that girl voice. She was like, I ain't finished. So grandma was like, oh, you gotta get your nut out, bitch, huh, you demonic hoe. And grandma's crazy. Grandma say, fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her. So grandma, my brother and them, they like, we all spooked out and scared. And my brother and them were like, no, I'm not doing this no more. The mood over, grandma here, door open, can't have my dick all swinging out in front of grandma. And grandma said, not the bitch in the room, fuck that demon bitch in the hallway. So grandma grabbed my brother by the back of the neck. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm saying this. Grandma grabbed my brother by the back of the neck and threw him in the hallway, threw him at the motherfucker. He, bitch, too stupid. He ain't even pull up his pants. And he was like, that bitch don't look good. Teeth dirty, raggedy, eyes half matted. No. Fuck that bitch. That's the only way you gonna calm her down. We need to calm that demon to get them bitches out your house. Y'all start fucking them, so fuck them. They like, let Tyke do it. Not my baby. So my brother and I went out there and started hugging on her. And sure enough, the slow twin, because she was very voluptuous, the slow twin started taking to him. And she was trying to kiss him, but he wouldn't let her kiss. So he started grinding on her. And she walked him to the bathroom, like, follow me type, grabbed his hand. So me and grandma in the hallway, sister and them still stuck to the wall. They can't move. So grandma said, go get your sister now. So when I touched my sister and them, they was able to move. And they ran back behind me and grandma. We was tripping. So Robert and the other sister in the room, in the first bedroom, but we had a 4-bedroom, They in the first bedroom, and Robert done put on his clothes, and the chick, she done put on her clothes, but like just a shirt, but she was still naked from the bottom down. So I look in there, I'm seeing all bush and ass, and I'm like, damn, that bitch fine. Jesus Christ. You know, so I'm seeing all that shit. Grandma made me cover my eye. Turn your head, don't look at it. So I'm, bitch, that's the only time I get to see in life coochie. I'm looking at porno, man. I look magazines. We ain't even had the internet then. So grandma tucked me away. So now, as the sister went in there, and my brother is like banging out the sister, even though he ain't want to. She in the bathroom humming and hawing. And now the girl, the other sister that's in the room, she falls flat on her back and start touching herself and put her hand in her stuff, her vagina, and she working herself over on the ground. So grandma said, just what I thought. Look at that shit. And I say, what the hell going on, grandma? I say, I'm looking at nothing but ass and tits, grandma. I say, I don't know. She say, stop cursing. Yes, ma'am. I say, but I'm looking at it. Grandma told me that when they was born, they shared one brain, but they shared two brains, but only one part of their brains were linked, and this was a sexual pleasure zone of the brain. So when one of them was having sex, the other one was having sex, and when one wasn't having sex, you know, it's kind of like they felt each other's sexual escapades. So now, the other girl, the crazy slow girl, the older twin, 3 minutes older, she was a virgin. She had never been penetrated before. So my brother was the first one to take her virginity. Now the other girl, she had been getting penetrated since she was like 13, 14 years old, because they moved to the project late. So I said, whoa. So grandma was like, you gotta kill them succubus bitches. That's how you gotta do them. You gotta fuck them, and then when they in their little exorcist on, they weak. They weak. And then you throw holy water on them, and then you take some of their shit and you burn it. You damn near burn their ass. I say, grandma, you finna murder these hoes. And you know, I'm laughing now because it's the same little ugly bitch that I didn't want to hit. You know, my brother now got to hit her with grandma watching. That nigga ain't never gonna be able to get a hard on if he see my grandma picture. I'm thinking, I'm laughing because I'm gonna pick it. I got picking rights here. Man, they got done. And the reason how we know we got done, because the girl that was on the floor in the room with Robert, you know, she got up and she would like start putting on her clothes, and she was looking real sad and quiet. And grandma like, what the fuck wrong with you? And she like, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I do this. She said, I just can't stop myself from doing this. It ain't for me. And grandma said, I know what it's for. It's for that demon that got your sister. And the girl, you know, just started crying. I know. We've been fighting that all our life. That's why we moved last time. She had me having sex with about 15 other dudes while she sit there and watch. She don't even join in, and she don't get no money. I just be sitting up there just having to do all kind of sexual favors, and she just sit up there and watch and play with herself. And grandma say, I'm sorry you going through that, baby, but that's a demon that got your sister. Say, your sister probably died in the womb. Ain't nothing come out but the body, but that's not your sister, and you need to break away from her. And the girl started crying, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. So grandma reach in her purse, and grandma give her a talisman, like an amulet. I don't have the amulet no more, but grandma reach in her pocket and she get her sister an amulet. And she say, you wear this. Next time that demon kick up and that bitch trying to get you to go fucking suck, you grab this right here and you say, I rebuke you, bitch. Don't call it no demon, or don't call for Jesus. Just say, I rebuke you, bitch, while holding it in your hand. So, you know, grandma was like, oh, y'all get out of here, get out of here. So that's all grandma did. So the demon girl, she was slow again. What y'all doing? Hey, grandma. Hey, Gunju. Grandma Gunju. Yay. And grandma was like, that's what I thought. So grandma was looking down her nose at the girl. So everybody got out the house. Grandma never told my mama. Me and my sister, they were like, there's some wild shit here, demon-possessed bitches. So now, next Thursday roll around, they knocking on the door. Okay. They knocking on the door. Okay. So I'm like, bruh, everybody here, party over here time, bitch. So now my brother's like, no, I'm straight. But they just barged their way in. Now the slow one, she barge in and she sits down Indian style, like meditation, in the middle of our hallway on the floor. And now she telling everybody, y'all go on in there and do what y'all gotta do. And just like that, everybody in the neighborhood, the community, was hypnotized by this girl. And everybody just walked to various rooms and just start like going at it. And while she's sitting at that Indian style, like in the middle of the hallway, and just rocking back and forth, and I think she had some honey nut Cheerios she poured in between her lap, and she was eating them off the float between her lap. And, so I'm coming up the hallway, and I'm like, uh-oh, I'm finna call grandmama. And, we had rotary phones with the cords on them then. So I got to pass by her to get to the kitchen to get the wireless phone. And she grabbed me and she like, sit down. So when I sat down, she like had her legs got up. So I'm looking at her vagina and everything, and she didn't care. And she was like, how you doing? We gonna talk tonight? And she acting all slow. So now when they go in the room, she like, here, you can rub on yourself. We'll rub together. And she touched my thigh. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. Fuck no. No, 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 no. I say, no, 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 no. I say, let me go to the kitchen first. I gotta pee. Let me go to the kitchen. Then I gotta pee. Then I come back. She like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, it's get started. She start winding her body like a snake. So I go in there and call grandma. Grandma say, don't sit next to that bitch. Get out the house. I say, what about brother and them and sister? She say, they too far gone. They already been touched by it. I say, okay. I went out the house. I sat on the banister, until they were done. So I could hear the girl in there moaning. I could hear the sister. So then all of a sudden the girl stopped moaning. She get up and she started pounding on the door. So I'm hearing her pound the door. Everybody hearing it. Miss Sue May now, Tasha and them, everybody hearing the girl pound on the door. So I run in there, what the fuck? Evidently during mid-fuck, the sister grabbed the ambulance and told the bitch to get off her. And that cut the tie between her and her sister. And so, my people, they ain't gonna take no pussy. You a woman and you say stop, bitch, it's a stop. I don't care if I'm mid-nut. Don't worry, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. You don't let me finish. But I would talk, cut it out. So they stopped mid-fuck. And she just like, I want to go. This is what I'm getting eyewitness. She was like, I want to go. And she started putting on a little tennis skirt and her shirt and her shoes. And so she didn't even put on her underwear. She just put them up, like put them in her hand. And she like walked out the room real slow, holding the amulet my grandma gave her, twirling it in her hand. And so when she walked to her sister was like, get your ass back in there. Get your ass back in there. I ain't finished. And she was like, leave me alone, bitch. And her sister passed out on the floor like, oh. So when her sister passed out on the floor, her dress went up. Because I'm watching all this shit firsthand. Her dress went up. So now, keep in mind, her sister had control over all the boys that was screwing this girl. That's how it worked, people. The demon was in the older twin. Had the older twin, sexing these dudes, probably chicks too, and hypnotizing them so they could have sex orgies every night, every Thursday, so to say. So now, when the sister stops screwing, she walks outside. So I go outside with her, just to be like, everything okay type shit. So now, the demon sister in the house. And I don't know how y'all want to ride this out. With how y'all want to write it off. Y'all use your own imagination. I ain't going to even say no word. But my brother and them and the boys that was in the bitch, they was still, horny. So I bent the corner with my head. Look, I don't think I seen them dragging that bitch in the room. You can see her little face turned and looked at me. And she was just like not unconscious. She just didn't give a fuck. And they drug her ass in the room and closed the room door. And I guess they finished working her over ass in there. Because the other girl, she would hold her neck and she just kept like sitting in the chair fanning her vagina like. So I knew they was in there working the sister over. So when it got done, I'm shocked and I say, I'm going to tell grandma this shit here, boy. Baby. Man, that girl came out that room. She instantly told her sister, we need to go. Sister, they walk down. So now, the crazy, slow, unkept sister getting dicked down. So on a regular by these dudes, and these dudes in the neighborhood, they was searching for these people. So they would go try to climb in their window. They were doing dumb shit, fixing the mama house up, cutting the mama yards and shit. They were doing dumb shit just to get the girl vagina. Now the real cute one, she kept the amulet that grandma gave her. And, graduating high school, she decided to go to college. But the other one, she was a little too slow because it was a demon, not a real person. So she stayed home. So she stayed in the project. And to this day, if she's still in the project, because they lived in the back now, 6, 7 clusters, it's like everybody will go back there and like have sex with this girl. I don't know if they use a protection or not, but she was like, and y'all probably had them in your neighborhood. She was kind of off, slow. Well, I don't know if I can say that shit. She was kind of off and slow, but she wasn't too off that a bitch was taking advantage of her. She knew what she was doing. It's just that she just had a sex addiction, a sex demon. Now that the story don't end there, people. It's a little bit more to it. So now, sister gone to college, so it's just her. Now, I don't know what type of experience the sister having in college where she at, because she went to FAM. I don't know this type of shit. But now, the crazy girl, she's starting to fix herself up a little bit more. She's starting to brush her teeth. She's starting to, she had got a Jerry curl. She had put a Jerry curl in her hair, so, her hair wasn't so matted. But she had gained a lot of weight, breast still big, ass still big, chocolate skin. She started looking like somebody. So now I'm a grown up. I'm 18, 19, going on 20. I done had my nut crack. But, I'm like, bitch, yeah, she pretty fly. But I ain't go there. I know what y'all thinking. I ain't go there. So I'm saying, I'm like, hey, man. I say, hey, how you doing? I say, I forget that bitch name. Raquel. It was Raquel. I forget. I'll mix them up. I say, how you doing, Raquel? She was like, I'm good, tight. And I say, you looking better. Look at you, stepping out. I know, right? She said, you want to come in for some drink? I say, no, I'm in a rush. I wasn't in a rush. I say, no, I'm in a rush. She said, okay, anytime. You come see me now. I'm like, okay. I'm not going. Grandma done showed me this bitch is not a girl, a human. She's a demon. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So now, my brother and them, they in the dope selling and the hoes and they own baby mamas and girlfriend. So every new dude move in the hood, she come seducing their ass walking up the road and shit. And they like, well, the bitch kind of off, but the bitch, she fucking and she kind of got a shape, nothing to, swing at. So all the new dudes in the neighborhood end up hitting her. So I'm like, man, this some bullshit. Should I tell them? I'm like, no, fuck that. Man, that girl ended up getting pregnant. And when I say she got pregnant and she had twins. Now, when she had twins, it started the cycle all over again. I watched them little girls, because she had 2 little girls. I watched them grow up. And when the little girls were like 6, 7 years old, one was very, one was going to be something in life, be very cute, whatever. And the other one got all the bad shit. But the one who got all the bad shit was the first one. And the one who was gonna get all the bullshit, get all the goodness, that was the one that was gonna be the second one. So I say, hey, you got babies, who the baby? I say, who the baby daddy? She said, Kenny. That's all she said. I ain't know no Kenny. So I say, he probably be new to the hood. And I said, oh man, I say, them girls getting big. And he like, yeah. And he say, they were 3 minutes apart. I say, 3 minutes apart? Yeah, me and my sister were 3 minutes apart. Here go the catcher, baby. Here go the catcher now. She say, my mama and her sisters were 3 minutes apart. So I say, you telling me every last single, now there's 6 generations of female twins in this family, all 3 minutes apart, probably more throughout time. Everybody 3 minutes apart. So I'm like, man. So I did a little digging, and y'all could do it too. I did a little digging. People, Grandma told me there's 3 main devils and demons of hell. The Baphomet, Baal, and Leviathan. If I'm not mistaken, Leviathan is feminine sexual energy. Yeah, sexual energy, but on a feminine scale, masculine energy, like feminine though. So grandma said the demon that inhabited that whole family is the Leviathan. And grandma said the Leviathan had its coils around every last single one of them women. And they couldn't escape. Now that one girl, she escaped because grandma gave her that talisman to get past the Leviathan energy. Now, I don't know if Leviathan ever was looking for grandmama. I don't know what was going on. But grandma never spoke to that girl again. Grandma never saw that girl again. Grandma never went that way past that girl's apartment complex like the cluster. Grandma would go out of her way to go somewhere else. Grandma knew something. But yeah, people, that's how that shit went. And they always had an apartment in the project. Now, I haven't been to the projects for like 22 years. So I don't know if they still there. I don't want to know, people. But I know that they had daughters. And they made it show they were 3 minutes apart. And they had to be born 3 minutes apart. These twin girls had to be born 3 minutes apart throughout every generation because each minute allowed for another entity to inhabit the body or an entity to pick and choose which body they wanted to inhabit. This is how grandma put it to me. So yeah, Leviathan had these twin girls sucking and fucking. And they had daughters. Same energy, same thing. And I'm pretty sure that cycle is going to continue in the hood. Ivy Lane Projects, off of Ivy Lane Road and Edgemore Street, right up in there. If you get there, people, and y'all see a set of twin girls, and one of them look a little off and the other one look like she just Janet Jackson on steroids back in the day, run. Because them ain't real girls, them demons. Them Leviathan demon-possessed chicks. And everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. Grandma told them. But people were still going out there hitting them. And that's why I knew people coming to the project, they'll hit them. And now this lady probably old, sitting up there getting hit by older men in the community. So y'all watch out, man. 100%. I don't know if this story is scary, spooky. I'm just telling you how the shit went down. But y'all watch out, man, for these twins out here. You may think they know each other, like each other, they bought the same shit. But man, you ever thought that a demon could get in that body? Like, let's say the soul of a twin passed away, and that vessel still got to come, and it still got life force in it. So now, let's say an entity, a demon, an ancestor, whatever you want to call it, inhabits that baby and start making one of them do shit, talk shit to other, and they can push what we call it in the spiritual world. They could push a bitch to do something, take control mentally. I think that's what's going on with a lot of twins. You know, see a couple twins end up hurting people and the other one like, I could never do it. That's because that ain't a human in that twin body. That's a demon that took that twin body and just riding along like a parasite. And then they connected by mind, body, and spirit. I'm just telling you some shit, man. I'm finna let you go. I'm tight. Telling you motherfuckers, please be careful doing the do. Because it just might get double dipped on. All right, everybody. Stay safe.